Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. We are here in a live interview with Rohini Rampal. I'm Marinella. I'm a visual artist and I'm a co-founder of Art Classes Group, a platform for art classes, art shop, and everything else about art. We have a physical studio where you can visit us here in Slough. And for more information about us, just visit our website, artclassesgroup.com. Our program, it is called Don't Just Make Art, Let's Talk About Art. And in my previous interview, I mentioned that we are going to start a challenge for everyone. And for this week, the challenge was to illustrate isolation. And we had so far very nice submissions. And I'm going to share with everyone some of the paintings that we have received. So here we have an artwork from Pretianga. So she illustrated isolation in the form of owls and how they share their time together as family. Very nice and inspiring and really nice realized. The second artwork, very nice idea, is from Siona Bandari. We even had the interview. She was the first to be interviewed here with us. She represented isolation as a person locked in a bottle, drowning in the sea, and all the questions are around her: why, how, when, messages, stay at home, be safe. Very nice representation of isolation. So for today, we have Rohini. How are you, Rohini?
Hello, I'm good. How are you guys?
Oh, yeah, fine. Thank you so much. Thank you so
Okay.
much for accepting my invitation and yeah, for being here with us.
You're very welcome, and thank you for inviting me. It was a real surprise and very good. I hope it goes very well and knowledgeable for everybody else. So yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much. So I have here the first artwork, but firstly, I just want to ask you where your passion for art started. What is your background? Your school? Where did you study? Have you done art from school? So if you can share with us a little bit about your background.
Yes, I am from India, and my art inclination towards art actually started when I used to see my dad do a lot of artwork. He's a very good artist in himself. He's not professional or anything, but when he does any drawings and paintings, he's very good with it. And I used to, as a child, see him do that, and I used to really enjoy it. And uh, as far as my memory goes, in school, when I think we were in year nine, and we were doing mandala art in school as a normal project. And I was very intrigued that because it was mandala art, you had to draw everything on both sides, and it should be together, and it should be the same on both sides. And then it was a black sheet, and then with a 000 brush, we had to then draw on those lines. So my patience, my control of brush and all that, it just went up a notch with that, just
Yeah,
doing that mandala art. And I
yeah.
was really really intrigued into art world after that. That was there. And then in college I took up fine arts. We did, as the course goes, in still life, nature drawing, this, that, and the other. And uh, in school, I had started wearing glasses, although the number wasn't too high. But when I came into college and we were doing, the first thing we did was still life. So in still life, when you are concentrating far and near, and that actually improved my eyesight, and I was without specs again.
Oh,
And until now, touch wood, I don't need the specs again. And if I feel like my eyes are very tired or anything, so I just look into the nature, I look into the greenery, and I try and concentrate and do those exercises so that
Wow.
my eyes are relaxed and my
Yeah.
it helps my eyesight.
Wow.
And yeah, and then when we did nature drawing in college, it was fun because we used to be out of the college by a riverside or a lakeside, and or in the garden of the college, sitting there doing our paintings and stuff and having a good chat, no teacher around. But we were dedicated that we did all that.
Yeah.
And I really enjoyed my college life with my fine arts work. Then, as life goes, I left art. I went into the beauty industry. I was in there. My artistic talent was still there because even
Yes.
in makeup and all, you do use your
Yeah.
artistry.
Yeah.
But as such, doing art was not in my hands.
Right.
But and then I fell sick. I felt very sick. I should say I was 80% bedridden. But
Oh.
then with medicines and all, I started getting up. I was out and about a little bit. I still suffer from that autoimmune
Yeah.
condition,
Yeah.
and I even had problem holding pen or holding my spoon to eat.
Wow.
So my daughter actually came to a birthday party at your studio, art art party at your studio, and she told me about it that she really enjoyed it. And then I just popped into your studio. I I actually enjoyed it myself. It was like I was looking back to my younger self and my energetic person, and then seeing there, and it I felt as if I was in my element in your studio. So then I started picking up the pencil, doing a little bit here and there. I couldn't do more than 10 minutes or so, but I did it. And then I took on different things to do so that it keeps me busy. It keeps me towards that inner self of happiness. And although I am a Reiki master and I heal myself a lot, and the painting which you have brought up is I'm still doing this work.
Yes.
And this is a painting of goddess of light. So, as you know, light is everywhere, we need it. So, we heal with the light as well. So,
Yeah.
this is a painting I'm doing of hers. And I've done a few, not a lot, but after joining in with you, I've done a few pieces, which I'm
Yeah.
really proud of for myself because I have been able to do it. It's taken me time. I'm not quick because I have my
Mhm.
own limitations, but I still do it. Whenever
Yeah.
I feel like it, I say no, I have to do it, and it really makes me feel very good. So thanks to
Nice.
you, I'm back into art.
No worries, because I know this painting you started in here in the studio, and we
Yes, I
used
did.
yes, oil
Yes,
painting. I do remember.
yeah, yeah.
And we have some nice paintings. Yes, we have here the next painting. What does it?
This is
What does
of
it represent? Yes.
this is of Lord Buddha, and I um, it is sort of finished, but I didn't want it to be very smooth.
Mm.
I wanted the breakage there. I wanted that, yes, he is there, but he's not completely there.
Yeah.
So once you're looking at him, it's like he's in a mist.
Mm.
So that colors, that orange color is for it's stimulates yourself. It brings out the good nature in you, and the blue color in itself is divine. So I brought those colors in. so that I could use it. And it was fun doing it. And
Yeah.
actually, this piece, I used oils in this, and this was
Oh,
my first oil painting.
all
I had
right.
never, I
Oh,
had never used oils before. I have used water, I'd used acrylics, I'd used the normal paints, but never oils. So this was my first attempt of oil. And the second one, which which I've started in your studio, is of oils as well. This one
yes.
is very interesting. This one was my isolation painting,
Oh,
and this is a painting of Lord Shiva.
right.
Shiva is representative of uh, taking away your uh, pains and all the unknowns of you, and
Oh,
giving you long life, giving you longevity. So this one was that, and on the side you can see there's waterfall coming. So it
all
is
right.
depicted that the river Ganges, flows from his
Oh,
hair down. But it, for me, it was also symbolic of washing away all the pains and miseries.
yes.
So,
Yes.
and giving you long life and longevity. And the moon is representative of calmness, so that it
Oh,
brings all the calmness back to you.
right.
This was that. And the third eye is the opening of your unknown world.
Oh,
So
it is.
I really
It,
enjoyed doing this. It was during the isolation period when we couldn't go out anywhere.
yeah.
And then, and at that point, then you look into yourself. And when you
Yeah.
look into yourself, you are one with the Almighty.
Yes.
So this
Yes.
was that, that you have to
It-
keep flowing, you have to keep calm, you have to look into
yeah.
yourself, and you just keep going on with life.
It's
So
true, and it's really nice that in a painting you can get so many symbols. It is
yes,
really nice to find out about this.
it's very symbolic.
Yes, really
Pictures are
nice.
very symbolic. Any painting can be symbolic. Any painting we do is actually representing our own self, the
Yes.
mood we are in, the mental status we are in. So all this is just a combination of everything in there.
Yeah.
Whenever we're doing a painting, I believe that. So I could be wrong. Everybody has their own perspectives, but mine is this.
Yeah, no, it's true. It's true. And we have another example, very nice. What I know about this painting is that it has been exhibited in a group exhibition from our classes group studio. Has been exhibited in the community center in Slough called the Curve. So it was, I think, the centerpiece of the exhibition. Yeah, can you tell us about the painting? It's really interesting. This one.
It is a massive one, as you can see. It's
Yeah,
right behind
three
me as well.
panels.
Yes, and I really, really enjoyed this because
Mm,
I think this was the second art piece I started when I got back into drawing. It was a massive project for me because at that
yes.
point I couldn't hold a pencil that much or a pen or a brush that much. So it took me at least, I think, 8 months to do it.
Wow.
So because doing little by little, little by little,
Yeah.
and I I didn't want to do it with watercolor because it I felt that watercolors would be really hard to mix up once they dried up,
Yeah.
and I wasn't very confident with oils, so I did it with acrylics.
Yes.
And this is actually a painting of Ma Kuanin. In Japanese, goddess name is Kuanin, but the Sanskrit name is Ma Karuna. Karuna. She is the goddess of compassion and love.
Oh.
And because of the healing, Reiki healing I do, and being involved in it, it gives me too very much soul satisfaction
Yeah.
that I am making making the
Mm.
compassion in my heart come to life.
Yes.
And she is. Uh, it's said that she has 1,000 healing hands on her, and
Right.
whenever she comes while you are healing, so she comes in a flowing nature. Her clothes are
Right.
in a flowing way. Her everything is flowing. So that's what I've tried to bring out, that it's all flowing. And I really loved doing this. And because she's descending from the sky, so it's all blue,
Yes.
and she's white, and she's compassion, full of compassion and uh, things. So I've tried to do it, and
Yes.
I really enjoyed it. I really loved doing this one.
It is really
Yeah.
nice and is so, admiring the folds, that you done for the dress is really amazing, intricate. And I think the ground is a flower, no? She's sitting on a
Yes,
flower.
it's a lotus.
Lotus, yes.
Lotus. And mostly gods and deities are depicted on a lotus,
Right.
sitting on a lotus, or being on a lotus. Lotus is considered quite a holy flower.
Yes, very
So
nice.
yeah,
And I think
yeah.
what was the size of the painting? Because it was quite a big size. Um,
It's a series painting, so it's got
panels.
three panels in it.
I,
So
so I remember, I think was 1 meter height and probably 1 meter width. Is it? It was quite. Oh yes, it's behind you. Yes, on the wall.
yeah, it
Yes,
takes up
yes,
the whole wall actually, so I don't need to
yes.
put anything else with it. Uh,
It is
I
really,
did
really.
try to bring out the gold and the pearls and everything, so it was quite intricate for me, and very tiring for my hand. But I somehow, with your push also, that no, it's good, go on, it's happening. So yeah, I did it. Thanks to you.
No worries. I mean, the result is just outstanding. The three panels, is they're just amazing. Like you said, they're very peaceful. Gives you, the feeling of floating. Something that out of this world. It is really nice. Um, yeah, and Rohini, the title of this program was called "Healing with Art." Um, what exactly does it mean, healing with art? I know you mentioned a lot about how art can help us, but just in a few phrases, how exactly art can help healing us?
Art in itself is with colors.
Hmm.
Okay. Now, when we do healing, color therapy is a complete science in itself. So and we are surrounded by colors.
Yeah,
We go out in the nature, there are colors. We eat food, that is colors. So we consume colors, we are surrounded by colors, and this scientifically, colors have a frequency. It's a very light frequency, but colors have a frequency. These frequencies, they stimulate our pineal and pituitary glands, which are in our midbrain.
right.
Those glands have an effect physically and psychologically on us.
Oh,
So, for example, if we take red color,
yeah,
okay, red color is for energizing, it stimulates your brain, it warms you up,
yeah.
it's very good for your circulation and for your respiratory problems. So, and you're wearing more of red, it increases your sexual desires, it can increase your anger as well. And then then comes color orange. Okay, orange is it will stimulate your appetite. So if
Oh,
somebody is not feeling very hungry,
yes.
try increasing the orange color in their food.
Huh.
have an orange, have wear
No.
orange clothes, have towels orange, have something like in feng shui also there are colors which you can use in every direction, and that helps in your prosperity of your house or the energy in your house. So colors in the itself is a therapy, and when you're using it in the art, and you'll sometimes be fascinated by a painting which might be totally black,
Yeah.
mostly black with something in it,
Yeah.
but that's your fascination towards that thing because your requirement is of that. When we are making a painting, yes, we know these are the colors we're going to use, but once we are doing that painting, that color is affecting us also. So,
Right.
like I was doing this painting, and
Yeah.
it's white,
Yeah.
basically white. So, white in itself is very calming and a very peaceful color. So, it calms you down, it soothes you down. Blue color is denoted as divine color. So,
Oh.
the divinity comes into it, and you feel a connection to it. And if you add a little bit of sound to it,
Yes.
like in ancient in our civilizations, the Chinese and the
Yes.
Indian civilization, these two civilizations used the sound and the color therapy together.
Oh.
And so even in some of the temples there are sound, you can have, there are
Yeah.
pillars where different sounds come, there are
Yeah.
steps where different sounds come. So it was in our in the Indian culture and the Chinese culture, but as westernization happens, we forget all these things.
Yes.
So the uh, one can read about it on Google or anything, but colors, like if somebody suffers from anxiety,
Hmm.
yeah, now it's very common, very common for people to have anxiety. So you just sit down calmly, breathe in, and just breathe in the white color. Let it fill
Oh.
your brain. Okay, somebody has a blood problem with
Yeah.
the blood.
Yeah.
Blood is in itself is red in color. Okay, we are
Oh.
very tired, we want to energize ourselves, we
Yeah.
just sit calmly and then breathe in the red color, let it flow in your blood. So that will
Wow.
give you energy in your blood. The color
Yeah.
itself will give you. It's also called pranic healing. Some people also call it pranic healing, in which
Yeah.
they are basically using colors to
Yeah.
heal themselves. So
Wow.
and when you're using and when you're doing a painting with those prominent colors, that is going to give an effect on you and your
Right.
surroundings. If you want
Oh.
love and compassion in your house, you do paint your walls pink. It
That's
gives
amazing.
you that.
In
If
my
you want,
paintings, yeah.
sorry,
In my paintings, I use mostly black. What does it mean?
black is also good.
It's
Black
good.
is also good. It's uh, in our retina actually there are only three cones of colors. Okay, it is red, green, and I think the three cones of colors. And white is a mixture of all the colors, and
Yes.
black is when there's no color.
Oh, yes.
That is
Yeah.
when
The
black.
black is just like a shadow. Yes.
Yes. So yes, but I've seen many of your paintings. Not just black, you use quite a lot of greens actually.
Probably because of lockdown.
In one of your artworks, I think the bubble one,
Yes.
the lens one, you've
Yeah.
used quite a lot of green. Green
Yeah.
is also healing in itself.
Yes. Yes.
So
Yeah.
where wherever somebody wants healing,
Yeah.
then they in they infuse that color into their life. It could be
Mm,
just with one single painting in their house, or just using that color or wearing that color. It helps you.
yes.
Yes, we are an art group. We are into art, but for people who are not in art,
Yeah.
they can heal themselves with color.
Without knowing the
So
skill. Yes. Oh gosh, that's
yes,
interesting.
and so it is healing in itself. And art, doing something, and when you're doing a painting or you're doing a drawing or you're doing clay work or anything, your concentration is on one thing. And when you're concentrating on one thing, you're not thinking of others. So that brings your
Focus.
concentration power, focusing power, it increases a lot. And then when your focusing power is good, you you are at one with yourself. You're
Yes.
strong with yourself. Your thoughts don't diverge you. So if
Mm,
somebody has a lot of lot of thoughts in their minds, then they can concentrate on one particular point with one particular color. So that will give them concentration power. That will those who can't sit at one place. We
mm,
normally have kids who can't sit in one place. So we just try and get them to draw a flame or a flower with multiple colors,
yeah.
then stick it on the wall, and then ask them to look at the one particular color in there for just to start
Yeah.
with a minute, and then go on, continue. That will give develop the patience in them, and that
Yes.
will also develop their focusing power, and the color itself is going to heal them.
It's amazing. You
That
know,
is
it's
one
like
thing people
yes.
can use for kids or themselves. Some
Yeah.
people have many wandering thoughts, so that also helps.
So this is like exactly as art therapy. It's like
Uh,
it's an entire science about colors. Is it?
yes, yes,
It's unbelievable.
yes,
Sometimes probably you can read the person from the color they are using, either for their painting, other the colors they are using in their own house. Is it?
yes, yes, yes.
So yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing. It's like
No,
entire. Yeah.
normally the houses here are mahogany, or not mahogany, sorry, yellow,
Yes.
basis of yellow, and but in my house, each room is different.
That is good.
This is a white room. My other room is a blue room. Then the other room is a pink room. Kitchen is a green room. So I have different colors in each room, so that that color affects itself. So this is my meditation room also. So
Mm.
when there's white all around, and I have this painting also here. So when I have my music on and I'm sitting down for meditation, it really calms me down. It really helps me go higher in my spirituality world.
That's
So
amazing.
when I'm in the blue room, I am quite active. When I'm in my pink room, I have a different effect of that in myself. And kitchen is green, which of course is prosperity and healing in itself. And food heals you. Food also
Yes.
heals you. So everything helps. Every color helps.
It is amazing. You know, a knowledge that probably I, being honest, until now, I think I was using colors unconsciously. I was just using them. I wasn't thinking about, you know, the effect that they can have on us. I wasn't thinking about their symbolism. But probably everything comes from inside you, is it? So how your mood is, like this your painting comes out, is it what mood you have, that color you are using, so it's somehow in your unconscious, all this.
Yes.
But it's amazing to
It,
know about it. Yes, from now on I'll change my palette on whites and
you
more
have to
pure
cater for
colors.
every client of yours, so you
Yes.
just can't concentrate on the white. But yes, if somebody is falling sick a lot in the house, then you can use more of greens. because it's antibacterial and it is soothing and it is refreshing. It helps you relax because if you go out for a walk or you are sitting in a garden, it just soothes you down. You're
Yeah.
just in one with yourself if you're surrounded with green.
Yeah.
Same way the blue. When you're walking, the sky, the garden, the park, it just soothes you down because of the colors. Not just
Yeah.
the fresh air, but also the colors.
It is amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing, Rohini. Thank you so much for this. Is a massive knowledge in only in a few minutes. Even myself, I'm feeling even though I studied about color theory, I don't think I reached to this level. So thank you so much for this.
Thank you.
It was really inspiring. Yeah. So I hope everyone now will understand more why paintings are important in a house. They change your feeling. They change your mood. Yeah, it is amazing to know more about the symbolism.
And also the colors when you were going for a interview or
Mm,
you're going to a wedding, you will always find different colors going on. You'll find different palettes coming out. So if you want success, then you can wear a yellow or a golden color. And if you want energy, you wear a red color. If you want uh, peace and prosperity, you wear a different color. So every color has its own effect, and it because it affects your personality. If somebody is very angry all the time, has anger management issues, then they shouldn't be wearing red. Then they should be wearing more of whites and yellows and greens.
right.
So yeah, it all helps out and it all affects you.
Wow. It is an entire knowledge you can get,
It
about
is.
art.
It
It's
is.
like it's endless.
It is. It is. It is.
Thank you so
It
much,
is.
Rohini, for sharing this with us. And
Yeah.
it's so nice to find out about that art can be a tool for healing. It is really helpful. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
No worries. It was really inspiring. And everyone else, please join us as well next Sunday, 3 o'clock. Next week, we are going to have another challenge. So please just watch our social media at ourclassesgroup.com. We are everywhere: Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. We are going to post the new challenge for next week. And meanwhile, just keep painting and get inspired. So thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, Rohini, once again for being here with
Thank
us.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye bye. Bye everyone.